Girl is one of the best songs of 2022. Does the rest of Yungblud's self-titled and third record hold up to that kind of high standard? That is the question. This is the video with the answers. The answer.
My hair fell out because I dyed it cheap.
Unfortunately, the title track is more relatable than I'd like to admit. With the exception of one of the itemized problems that Yungblud has in the track, I've had all of them. I'm going to let you guys decide in the comments which of the bad things in the song don't describe me. I kind of want to tell you because it's really gross.
I was hoping you'd look beautiful, dancing with tears in your eyes. That's just that song. Oh my gosh. In just 2 songs, I can already tell that Yungblud is breaking away from the Machine Gun Kelly, Travis Barker schlock that is really starting to grate on everyone's nerves. Amazingly, neither of those guys appear on this record, and it's all the better for it. I'm sorry, MGK, and I'm really sorry, Travis Barker. You guys are all right in my book. Make your money, but yeah, I'm glad you guys are leaving the Yungblud alone, at least this time around. Tissues is feathery 80s ballads in the flavor of The Cure, and it's just a really nice waterfall of emotion of a Cure song gone wild, run wild, with glorious synthesizer work and a gorgeous main vocal where Mr. Blood shows off his highest register and most boisterous talent that I've heard so far. While we do avoid the MGK and his ilk, we do get his emo girl herself, Mrs. or let's just call her Willow. But even her feature on Memories doesn't go anywhere near the cringe of Emo Girl. It's not the best song on the album, but we're 3 songs into this record, and I've put 3 green hearts on Spotify so far. As Meatloaf would say, 3 out of 3 is good. You guys got that? We're getting into the deeper end of the pool here as I wade out into some Cruel Kids. Cruel Kids has some jumbled moments, but once the lyrics dive down and really hunker into the proper position, it's a realistic and painful territory that we're in. And I'm over the production issues as the emotions just crank up to 11, and I'm finding myself falling in love with Yungblud on this track. If you find yourself hating this song, just get past the 1 minute mark and it becomes epic after that mark. I love you, Hoppus. Mad continues the ultimate punk trademark of being yourself and standing out amidst the cruel kids, the cool kids. I am also mad, Dominic Rich. You got that joke? I cry too. It circles back to relationships issues, and that shows the strength of this record when the singer can write about other things and still craft solid pop songs. Dominic is really showing his heart, and as a man who cries when I need to, I can get behind this song. This is another green light, another green heart, and wow, I'm seeing so many hearts on this record in my Spotify playlist or the album itself. Is Dominic Rich going to get a 5 out of 5 from me? Wow! It's entirely possible. You got to stick around, though. We've got a few more songs. We've got Sweet, Sweet Something. And it's the massive ballad of the cut. A hard look at love and addiction and the correlation of the two, the polarization of the two work really nice here. And it makes me both sad and happy all at once, just like good music is supposed to. Good thing the next track is an up-tempo banger. If any listeners were getting bored, they aren't getting bored with the synth-heavy bounce of bleep instead of violence. What's around? What am I trying to say here? Rock and roll, man. What about rock and roll? What about rock and roll? You got bleep instead of violence. It's supposed to be, the other three things. We can talk about rock and roll. We can't really say the other two on the YouTube. But, rock and roll, Dom. Rock and roll, Dom. We got to rock and roll, Dom. Am I criticizing you here, Dom? I'm not. We're getting to a good score for you, I promise. I've compared you to good Charlotte. I've compared you to some of these just great punk rock. Let us get to the score.
The variety, the variety
Spreads to the next track with an acoustic intro on Don't Go, which sounds like Weezer at their poppiest and at their best at the same time. Wow. I never thought that Yungblud would be channeling Ratitude era Weezer, but that's just what he did here, and he did it in the coolest way possible. So, yeah. The blasting rock and roll from the last two songs continues on Don't Feel Like Feeling Sad Today. And while it doesn't hit the highs of The Funeral, this one goes full Good Charlotte, circa 2002. And you really can't ask more from the poppier side of the pop punk. Whoa.
Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
The penultimate track, Die for a Night, is an acoustic song that you can listen to, that made sense, while taking a dip or in your pool with your Jack Russell Chihuahua. If you don't have a pool or a lake or a Jack Russell Chihuahua, just hose yourself down with the garden hose, or as we like to call them here, the hose pipe. Leave in the comment section what you like to call garden hoses, the water hose, the punk pourer, whatever your turn of phrase is. Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Woo! That's a pomegranate citron candle. We gotta check that out real quick. I'm in a candle mood today, gosh darn it. Has YouTube got smell-o-vision? Oh my god. Oh! What the crap? Better Homes and Garden, only the finest candles here in this YouTube household. Pomegranate and citron. Oh, that should be up here. Screw Green Day. We got Better Home and Garden. I would have wore a black dress for this video had I known in advance. But I'm just making this stuff up as I go. The boy in the black dress, it gets me here. Where is that, you ask? It's the end of a well-balanced album, perfect parts, pop punk, rock, and popular music. The Youngs will love it. The Bloods probably will too. I'm not giving it a 2 out of 5. Buddy, get in here for this. Buddy? Hello? Hello? Okay. 5 out of 5.